How's first day go for you guys?
And you always want it to be better. Good starting point, a lot of work to do. You got so many guys here this summer, so it's not really day one except for a couple guys that just got here. But you are breaking some of those on your own habits. So yeah, you're running plays, but you're trying to be the superstar route runner, thrower, DB. You got to play within the context of the scheme offensively and defensively. So could always be a lot better, but we're stronger. We're in good shape, healthy, and it was a good starting point. A lot of work to do though.
It feels like expectations for this team have been adjusted up, I guess, as much by this team as by anybody externally. Do you see that maybe in practice a little bit more than maybe this time a year ago?
Well, what I think, and I hope I shouldn't say that word, but I would want to think those expectations are always internally higher, because I think you never say, hey, we're settling to just get to a certain point or just get certain games. You want to be the best you can. See what that rolls out to when you come together as a team and the scoreboard's on for real. I think we had it a little bit more offensively a year ago because of just recruiting and numbers. There was more depth, and to me, the depth isn't in case somebody gets hurt. The depth is so there's competition, and you're fighting to get on the field. And I think there's some receivers that are very good, but the next guy's good. The quarterbacks, the running backs. Defensively, a lot of those guys are back. They're stronger. There were some fringe guys played a little bit last year that are better, and then you throw all those recruits. So the goal is maybe across the board there's more depth for competition, and I think because of the competition, it's going to raise the expectation. I hope.
From a physical standpoint, it seems that you have guys that look like they've gotten a lot stronger and did some good work in the weight room. Are you pleased with the work those guys did?
Yes. At the same time, though, we're still not as old with so many freshmen, sophomore, juniors, that there's still a lot of potential to even be bigger and stronger. So I don't think we're ideally maxed out where you want to be. I think it takes time. We talk about, for example, if you're an O-lineman and you come in benching 275, 300, 315, 325, that's not great, but that's where a lot of those guys are. But if you can gain 20, 25 a cycle from year one, now year two it's 50, year three it's 75, and now year four, you're a 400, 410-pound bench press guy and you're real strong. So it does take a little bit of maturation. You just don't go from real weak to real strong. It's like saving money. You want to keep adding it up. And I like where they're at, but I'm telling you, there's potential to be better, and I think our strength crowd is awesome. I think if you ask our players, they'll say that. So they had a good summer, but there's still a lot of potential for this team to get better. And there's some physical maturing that I think you'll continue. Not just, I don't think short term, you don't come in preseason and just swell up, or you're trying to, I don't want to say maintain, but you don't want to regress during the season. You really build in the best building period is summer, because you come off of the fall. There's a cycle lifting, but it's not as long because of spring ball as the summer is. You got May, June, and July. You got 3 full months to make a lot of strides. 100 days.
What were your initial impressions of the freshmen, basically? Just having that chance to work before, what do you think?
A lot of things you like, although I don't want to give the old the old cliche, you got to see tape, but I get over there to a group and practice a little bit, or kind of look offensively. So there might be some good things I didn't see, or maybe some bad things I didn't see. So, but I think in general, there's a lot of those guys that if they're not playing, they should be competing to play, and if not, that really shows some of our returners have gotten better. So, and especially defensively, the D line, a couple of those backers I think are solid, and you'll see mentally there's a lot defensively that those safeties and backers got to learn, but physically, their skill set's better than maybe what we started with, for sure.
You mentioned healthy, but is the exception Hoobler? Is he one of the guys that? Yeah,
Hoops came back, and at the end of the deal, he kind of had his foot going so. We had him checked yesterday by our crowd, and he had a stress fracture. And he broke his ankle, came back, and he said he was doing. When I asked him, I said, "Now, has this been bugging you?" He said, "About a week ago." And he said, "I thought I was running well, doing good." So that's going to shut him down, and it can be a surgical deal, non-surgical, but the time of that will go well into the season. So it's not just a preseason deal, and you feel for him. He's one of our better players, you would think. Although we did miss him, the last 5, 6, 7 games last year with the deal. I think that he was out.
That.
Yeah, it was out, and then we missed him the bulk of spring. So he's kind of gotten a little bit of that unfortunate karma going against him right now. He's a great kid. My thing is, I've asked him, and I asked him when he got hurt, I said, I will, yes, I want you healthy, and I want what's best for your well-being, but you're well-liked on this team, you're one of our leaders, so how do you handle, because when we've had adversity, we've always went south. in my short time here. When things don't go well, how can you help us? I'm sorry you're hurt, and I feel sorry for you, but at the same time, you have a voice on this team. You live with guys that are good players, people like you. So I need some positive vibe from him. So he'll be out a period here. And whether that's, I think it'll go into the season. He has been redshirted, so he's got a 5th year coming to try to do the medical 6. Is it worth it? So I think we just see where it goes, and if we get fortunate, we'll get him at the back end of the season.
When do you find out if it's surgical or not? Is that something you guys?
From Patrick, his comments, and we'll see what the doctors say. He goes, it's kind of heads or tails. You can just give it time to heal on its own, or you can try to repair. So we'll see what they say and get a feel for Chase and his family.
Obligatory kind of just, I know it's early, but impressions of the QBs maybe from where they were at the end of the spring.
I think they need to be better. We have an issue today with new balls that weren't broke in, so there's a little slickness I didn't like. But you got to play with wet balls, so it's a good opportunity. But those guys got a lot of stress on them right now, meaning they don't, but they do. They want the job, so you're always pushing and pressing and all of that stuff. So I'd like to see them just be a little bit better, checking it down, taking what's there, not trying to be so greedy. And like one time, a guy's comment was, well, I said, no, the read says go over there, show me you got the read. Don't, I think, he's trying to make the play to show him the guy, no, trust the offense, manage the offense, take the read, don't freelance. So okay, but they need to be better. No one's bad, but I need to see them better. A lot of throwing today because no pads, a lot of perimeter days, no pads. We'll really get into playing as day 3 comes, which for us will be Sunday. And then really the first padded day, which is Tuesday. Then we'll get into more of the run, the play action, and so today was a little bit of a perimeter day, and that's just because no pads.
Antonio Marshall's dismissal, how does that impact the secondary?
It's unfortunate, but again, I think he kind of came out spring as a 2, played some last year. But again, the way we played defense, I don't know if it's hard to replace anyone because we've been looking for players, looking for starters, and we've moved Tim Bennett to corner. And my comment in spring was I wouldn't do it in spring, but with Antonio Allen and Dutra not being here, and with Mark Murphy having a shoulder, I would have actually liked to have seen Timmy Bennett. So I think you'll see Tim Bennett, got Michael Hunter back healthy out there. Brian Williams has played some, Kenny Mullins played some, and I think Ryan Thompson's a wild card. And from what the guys say, the best cover guy's Fan. He's $165. We'll see if he can play, but he can run, so we'll see.
Guys like Taj Williams, Maurice Swain, possibility of JUCO and coming back to IU later. Is that something you're going to keep an eye on? Or?
Well, each one's different right now. Maurice Swain will be a junior college player, and of course, yes, you want to keep an eye, and at the same time, he's not bound. He can do anything he wants. Taj, timeline is right where he's kind of eligible, but can't get it all processed possibly and be here for the semester. So what that does, that frees up a spot for a walk-on. Right now we've got 5 walk-on spots open. We'll wait here a week or 2 and see who earns it. And then based if he gets things in good accord, he is still in our number count that we could bring him mid-semester. And then when Mitch Ewald or Greg Heben mid-year graduates, he just kind of flips into that spot. So we're not going to be penalizing a walk-on not get the spot. It's unfortunate he's not here now, but he's so close. It's red tape, and but there's things he's got to do. But it's realistic to do. It was realistic to maybe happen in summer. It didn't. And Daryl Chestnut's the same deal. Now he's got some things we're waiting to get the results. And if the results go proper, he will show. If not, if he's close enough, he'll be a mid-year. He'll be a mid-year. That would create 6 walk-on spots. So right now Daryl is not eliminated. It's a matter of just some red tape, and those 2 are close enough. The goal is to get them sooner rather than later, and we'll see how it goes.
Does it become like a de facto gray shirt, sort of?
What's that? It's kind of like I wasn't a foreign language dude. Is that pig Latin?
It's actual Latin. Okay. Is it like a gray shirt? Does it work like a gray shirt?
It would. For example, his year doesn't start. And what I don't like about us not here, what I do like, we do have some quality walk-ons that will have a chance. Now, they will earn it. For example, every walk-on that earns a scholarship, it's 1 year, and you got to re-earn it. So Colin Rohrig, who might be the starter, is earning his scholarship. Roundtree, Mahali, Lehman, Sapanzik, Anthony Casaro, good player. You're a little waiting to see who wins the punting battle. So we've got 12, 13, 14 viable guys that maybe should get, and what I like, right now to be 5, it could be 6 walk-ons, and we'll wait 10, 11, 12 days into camp, and divvy our money out to those kids if they earn it. Unfortunately, Mo Swain, his numbers were such he needs to go JUCO. These other two guys are so close. I think it's been determined by Taj, the school, best interest. Let's go mid-year, but let's don't go JUCO. Let's go mid-year. Daryl, we're waiting to get some results, and if he gets cleared, he'll be here. If not, if it's close, we're mid-year in that one, and we'll just see how it plays out. And again, in recruiting, we took several backs, we took several receivers, a lot of guys back, and that's one of the reasons we took Hoff late with Mo, because we kind of knew that was going on. And you won't see it, but in time you'll see, I think, a kid downstate, Ben Polk out of Modern Day from Evansville, been told from what he did this summer, kind of looked okay. From the kids, they said, Coach, they thought he was a scholarship kid. And that's another D-line body. So was that the answer? I don't know, but we are younger and better there than we've been. We're not as good as we were, not as good as we want to be, but we're younger, more talented in the D-line than since there's more talent. We just got to coach them up.
Anybody heard other than Chase? Everybody else healthy? That's it.
And that was, because again, I was saying we were full. I mean, I was told a week ago we're good. And so Heffron's coming off a mono bout, so he's about a week or two behind because he's been fighting mono. But we should be good to go. Good to go.
Does the younger, more talented description fit the linebacking core too?
The fact that you can't be going, I'm thinking about reach blocks. And
What about
De facto? You got de facto and de jure.
Yeah, I'm thinking about flat defenders, picking up blitzes,
According to law or according to bias?
punt team protection, and you're throwing this. Sorry, you got to help me out a little bit. I was trying to help you all, but y'all got to help me out.
does the younger, more talented description you said about the D-line fit the linebacking core too?
Very much. And really interested to see what we got out of Clyde. Chris a little underweight, but very fast. I think maybe when it gets in, will he be strong enough? I think Clyde at 220-ish and really can run. TJ Simmons for sure showed up several times. Of course, he was already here, and you've seen a little bit of him. And then Marcus Oliver's a bigger, intriguing guy. You got Latham up there. You got Dave Kinney. Some big guys inside. Cormier looks good, although we've got to get him in shape. And like I say, those safeties will be in the mix.
When will probably be your first game type scrimmage?
It'll be a week ago from Saturday. So we'll have some mini deals like we did situations after you guys left and you tried. But our plan is, again, we have 5 days, which takes us to Tuesday. Tuesday's a full padded day. We'll go 2 on Wednesday, 1 on Thursday, 2 on Friday, and then we're going to go Saturday night. We have 3 different scrimmages, and they're at different times. We have a 6 o'clock, we have a noon, we have a 7 o'clock scrimmage, because those are our 3 first kick times to kind of get the guys used to that kind of schedule. All right, guys, appreciate you being here. See you next Monday.